this actually works. I think we're gonna get at least somebody to hop on here and see what's going on. So listen, we got a couple more weeks before the draft kicks off, and I wanted to come on here and I feel like we could get some help talking about some pre-draft. So start thinking about guys that you have been mocking the Lions to. I'm curious outside of Hitch and Wayne what people think the Lions are going to do in the draft. There's been a little chatter on the Fan Forum Facebook page, but don't get too crazy with the Todd McShay and the Mel Kiper rumors, but see if you guys can get out and find some good information, some good intel. I think we're all waiting for Brad Holmes to do what I think he's going to do and trade back into the second round. But I feel like every time we talk about trading, that's kind of where the conversation gets lost. So take a look at your mock drafts. Get on what I'd recommend, walterfootball.com, Charlie Campbell's page, and see what he's got the Lions, see who he has the Lions picking. I will say I've noticed one thing. They seem to be targeting guys from Ohio State. As much as I hate that school, there's no secret, though, that they breed top-notch pro football players. So look for that school, and also look for Alabama as a school for Brad Holmes to pick from. I think that's kind of how this organization works. They don't really fall in love with the media hype that Matt Millen and Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn and regimes before did. It seems that, I hate to say it, but they already knew who they wanted in this year's draft last year. Just seems like an organization that's always thinking 5 years out, scouting heavily. To no surprise, though, Brad Holmes is a former scout, so maybe that's still how he does this thing with the draft. But we got some good stuff coming up. Final Four is coming up on us. We've got the right now NCAA's tournament coming up with the men's Elite Eight. I'm super curious to see how far MSU can make it right now. They're playing Auburn. I don't, holy shit. I hope they win that game. I really do. I think Izzo needs one last championship before he retires. And it just every year seems to be closer to his last. So with that being said, I'll let everybody get back to some college basketball. I really just wanted to see this thing and make sure it works. Knowing maybe JT is watching. Maybe Hitch. Maybe. I'm not sure. Does it tell me who's watching in here? No. I don't know. I got to get better messing around with this thing. But hey, at least I did it. At least I got on here. Now I've invited a handful of my friends too to hop on. They all say they want to talk sports. They all say they have an opinion. But let's see how passionate they really are. See if they got the balls to get on here and do it. And I'm really hoping this week Hitch gets on because I know he's got some pent-up aggression towards some previous commenters. And I know Wayne's always there. He's always Mr. Consistent, even though he is fighting crime in Canada. Yep. Down to one person. It's probably still just JT. All right, well, thanks for watching my 4 or 5 minute test for YouTube Live. Hopefully we can do this with myself, Hitch, Wayne, and a few other folks in a more coordinated event. But peace.